guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade have just pulled off a move so shocking, so game-changing that it might go down as one of the most defining moments in recent NBA history. This isn't rumor. This isn't speculation. This is official. Their Warriors have landed a superstar, a player with a kind of talent and impact that instantly shifts the balance of power in the league. This is the kind of move that says without hesitation, we are here to win and we are here to win now. For months, there were whispers that the Warriors were looking for that one final piece to complete their championship puzzle. With Steve Curry still at the height of his powers, Draymond Green anchoring the defense, and Klay Thompson determined to return to form, the window for another title run was still wide open. But the Warriors knew they couldn't waste time. The Western Conference is too competitive, too deep. Every contender is loading up, and the Warriors just made sure they didn't just keep pace, they took the lead. The details of this deal are already sending shockwaves through the basketball community. Golden State sent a package of young talent, future draft picks, and one established veteran to make this trade happen. It wasn't cheap, and it wasn't easy, but moves like this never are. This wasn't about saving money or thinking 5 years ahead. This was about going all in while the core is still capable of hanging banners in the Chase Center rafters. The player they landed, a legitimate franchise-altering superstar. We're talking about a multiple-time All-Star, a proven scorer, a leader, and someone who's no stranger to high-pressure playoff basketball. He's got the kind of game that thrives under the brightest lights. He can take over in the clutch, create his own shot against elite defenders and elevate the play of everyone around him. His presence on the floor changes the geometry of the game. Defenses can no longer key in solely on Steve. Their Warriors' motion offense just became even more dangerous, and opponents now have a whole new set of problems to solve. This superstar brings more than just offensive firepower. He's an elite defender in his position, capable of guarding multiple spots on the floor. That's huge for a team like Golden State, whose defensive identity has been key to their success over the years. Now, Steve K has another weapon to throw at opposing stars. Another versatile piece in his constantly shifting chess game. Imagine the Warriors switching seamlessly on defense with no weak link for opposing offenses to exploit. The reaction from within the Warriors locker room has been nothing short of ecstatic. Steve Curry reportedly was one of the first to reach out, welcoming the new addition with open arms. Draymond Green, never shy about speaking his mind, is said to be thrilled about what this means for the team's defensive schemes. Klay Thompson, known for his competitive fire, is already talking about how this new teammate will open up the floor for him to get even more clean looks from deep. And then there's the fan reaction. Dub Nation is going wild. Social media is flooded with highlight reels, lineup predictions, and sheer disbelief at the boldness of this front office movie. After a couple of seasons of ups and downs, this feels like a rejuvenation, a shot of adrenaline right into the heart of the fan base. The message from ownership is crystal clear. The championship window is not closed and they're willing to make bold moves to keep it open. Let's talk fit, because this is where it gets scary for the rest of the league. The Warriors now have another elite scorer who can run pick and rolls, thrive in isolation, and also adapt to Golden State's beautiful, unselfish ball movement. This player is a master at reading defenses, making quick decisions, and punishing teams that make even the smallest mistake. With Steve moving off the ball, Draymond orchestrating from the top of the key, and Klay waiting for his moment, this superstar slides right in and makes the offense practically unguardable. Defensively, the possibilities are endless. Their Warriors can roll out lineups that are big, fast, and switchable at every position. That kind of versatility is invaluable, especially in the playoffs where matchups often dictate outcomes. opposing teams won't be able to simply hunt mismatches. They'll have to work for every single point. Of course, making a move like this comes at a cost. Some beloved players are now heading to new teams. That's the bittersweet part of blockbuster trades. Losing guys who've given their all to the team, who've grown in the system, and who've connected with the fans. Their Warriors have already expressed their gratitude to those departing players, and fans will undoubtedly keep cheering for them from afar. But in the NBA, tough decisions are sometimes the ones that lead to championships. From a strategic perspective, this trade is about more than just adding a superstar. It's about sending a message to the league. Their Warriors are not just content to be a tough out in the playoffs. They're coming for the top spot. They're making sure every team that faces them has to bring their absolute best just to compete. This move also ramps up the pressure on other Western Conference contenders. The Nuggets, Lakers, Suns, and Clippers were already preparing for a dogfight this season, but now the Warriors have thrown a massive wrench into their plans. We could very well see a domino effect with other teams scrambling to make moves of their own just to keep pace. The arms race is officially on. Financially, this was a high-wire act. Their Warriors have one of the biggest payrolls in NBA history. And under the league's new rules, adding a max-level superstar is incredibly difficult. It took creativity, precision, and a willingness to take risks. But Joe Liob and the Warriors ownership group have never been afraid to spend when it comes to winning. This trade is proof of that commitment. What's next? Training camp will be fascinating. Steve Kerr will have to experiment with different lineups, figure out the right combinations, and build chemistry between the new superstar and the existing core. Their Warriors offense has a learning curve, but players with high basketball IQ, like the one they just acquired, tend to adapt quickly. By mid-season, we could be looking at one of the most dangerous teams we've seen in years. Opening night at Chase Center is going to be electric. The moment the new superstar is introduced to the home crowd, the roar will be deafening. Every seat will be filled, every fan on their feet, knowing they're about to witness something special. And you can bet that every team on the schedule will circle their matchups with Golden State in bright red ink. This trade isn't just about the present season, it's about legacy. Their Warriors dynasty has already secured its place in NBA history, but adding another championship or two would put them in truly rarefied air. For Steve, Clay, and Draymond, this is about cementing their status as one of the greatest trios ever. For the new superstar, it's about chasing a ring and proving he can win at the highest level with a championship-caliber organization. The ripple effects will be felt far beyond the court. Merch sales will skyrocket. National TV games featuring the Warriors will draw massive ratings. And the narrative around the team will shift from, "Are they done?" to, "Can anyone stop them?" The dynasty isn't done. In fact, it might just be getting started again.